I'm 21 years old. This month I'm on pace to bring in about 10.
Let's got another set, boys. That's 2 in half an hour.
Any past solutions they've tried of like what happened, why it didn't work, really what their hell is, really why it's not working, where they're at right now, where they really want to go, what their heaven is, and ultimately what's holding them back, what limiting beliefs, what's their current lifestyle look like.
He's about to jump on the call. We're gonna let you guys listen to the intro and the frame. I think a lot of new sales reps mess this up. They come into the call very timid. They're afraid to set the strong frame. They don't really do that up front. So then it just becomes a sort of a friend conversation, you know, almost like a therapy session instead of an actual conversation to make a change, make a decision. So we're about to jump in. Any other closing remarks?
Go help people commit.
Let's go. Here's what it's like to be a day in the life of a high-ticket phone closer. I'm about to take you inside, and we're about to talk to 12 high-ticket closers making anywhere from $5,000 to $40,000 a month, guys. It's about to be life-changing because I believe that sales can and will change your life once you accept and adopt the principles and the philosophies again in the right vehicle. So we're about to go inside, talk to some of the guys, and give you some cold, hard truths about sales, remote closing, and what it's really like. You're gonna wanna pay close attention to this video because you're about to learn the secrets to making tens of thousands of dollars a month remotely in sales. There's 10 people in this building right now doing that, and pay close attention to the end because if you wanna get started in remote closing, then book a call with me, first link in the description, and I'll teach you how with my Bridging the Gap sales system. Let's go. My man.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Zach?
How you doing, man?
Yo, so guys, we got Zach here. He's a closer at Superhuman. Come on inside. We got over 12 remote closers, all making between $100,000 and $400,000 a year. And if you stay to the end, we'll show you how to get involved just like this guy did. Come on inside. So dude, how's the day been so far? You got any closes?
Closing deals, 1 for 1 today.
1 for 1?
Clicked at a $10,000.
$10,000. What do you get paid on that?
$1,000.
800 bucks? 1,000 bucks?
800,
Wow.
2,000.
So guys, as you can tell, we're gonna have to keep it a little bit down. We got people all over the place taking calls. We got my boy over here, check this out.
Yeah, so that's $12,000.
We got our boy here, Vince.
Got the boy
Putting in
Vince.
some work. Isaiah on the pool table.
Woo!
Camden's taking calls from the putting green. From the putting green. Every time he makes a sale, gets right up there, nails a putt, and then celebrates.
So a lot of people ask me, what's it like to be a remote closer? Is it lonely? Is it isolated? You can travel anywhere in the world. You can make between $100,000, $500,000 a year. You can literally do whatever you want on these calls. I mean, it depends on if you're on Zoom or not. A lot of these guys are on phone calls, so they could be walking around doing all kinds of stuff. And it's really, really cool because you can also set your own hours. You have total time freedom, meaning you are your own boss, which is awesome. Speaking of setting hours, my man Zach over here, how do you set your hours as a remote closer? How long are you taking calls from typically?
I typically open up my calendar right between like 5 and 6 calls a day. Each call lasts around 45 minutes to an hour. I don't like to overwork myself, but I keep it open. That's when I take calls. And speaking about taking calls, I actually have a call I gotta take right now, so.
He's about to jump in there, close another one. Before you jump in there, I wanted to ask you, in your opinion, how quickly can someone realistically get into a new offer and start closing and get to $10,000 a month? Zero experience.
How quickly can they do it, or how quickly can they decide to do it? I think you can decide to do it like this, and then as soon as you find the right person to get you there, then all it takes is really around 3 to 4 months if you went all in on building the skill, 3 to 4 months from 0 to 10K a month. Easy. I
know, and you started closing with Superhuman. Shout out to the man John Madsen. We're gonna link up here in Scottsdale. But the one thing I love about what you're doing is he's helping men who have it all in life, have the family, have the money, have the rollie, have all that stuff, but they have a $2 body.
Yeah.
Right, and so he gets to help them get their health back, live longer, all kinds of cool stuff. What's your favorite part about being a remote closer and helping men with Superhuman?
Helping men commit, man. Like the guys I talk to, they just lost themselves over like a decade or a few years of just focusing all in on their business. And part of what I love what I do is they get to actually turn the finger back at themselves. They get to look at themselves in the mirror and say, who am I? What am I here to do? How can I commit to myself? That's why I love what I do, and that's why I talk to guys like that every single day. So
let's go.
Commitment is the big thing.
In the last 4 months, you've ramped up to well over $20,000, $30,000 months, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And so What would you say attributed to that level of success? Like, did you have other experience in other offers? Was it your first offer coming in? Like, walk me through that evolution to get to that 20, 30K months.
Yeah, I wasn't new to sales coming in. However, I sold a few other offers in the past, and I knew that as soon as I found something I went all in on, and I could commit to their core values, as soon as I found a company that I resonated with 100%, it wasn't going to be hard to sell. Sales is the transference of conviction. So if I 100% to my core believe in something, so I can help somebody else believe that too.
What advice would you have to your younger self that's thinking about starting remote closing, hasn't made the decision, hasn't invested in themselves, is looking at spending a large amount of money to get in one of these coaching programs, get in the right circle?
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
I wouldn't really tell them like a sentence or a comment or a statement, hey, go do this. I'd ask them a question. I'd say, hey, Zach 1.0, hey, Zach, what do you want out of life? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? And is the path that you're on right now gonna actually get you there? That's what I would ask myself. I wouldn't tell him to do anything. I'd simply open up, draw the awareness, and let him decide. And if he did decide, then obviously I am now, so.
Dude, I love that, man. Yeah, and that's what you do all day, dude. You ask questions. I mean, that's all you do. You coach people, you ask questions, and if you wanna be coached by me, then fill out an application down below to talk directly with me, and I'll ask you some hard questions and see if we can do some business together. He's about to go close another deal. Let's go talk to another one of the closers here in the castle.
Anthony, so you're locked in for Friday. Yeah, no problem, man. I honestly think it'd be a great fit, man, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. Yeah, just let me know if you have any questions. You can text me. All right, man. Have a good day. Cool. Let's got another set, boys. That's 2 in half an hour. Let's go. Dude, I'm at 3. That was
3 sets
2
today.
in the last hour, I would say. And
wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty chill day too, man, because I'm here with the boys doing a lot of development, coaching. So yeah, I'm ready to. I'm gonna keep it going here for the next few hours, man.
Let's go, bro. What's the hardest part about being in remote sales?
Hardest part is putting in the work, like punching the inputs in. Like, because
staying focused.
Dude, yeah, staying focused. I guess the hardest and easiest part is no matter how well you're doing, you could always do more.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't get paid per hour, right? You get paid per set, per deal.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you're hungry for the next deal.
Yeah, but if I'm on the phone for 12 hours, I'm also not doing myself service because that last 12, like the last call, I'm not going to have the energy. I'm not going to be focused. I'm not going to have food in me. So it's a balance.
Yeah. What do you sell right now?
We sell coaching for real estate. We teach investors how to raise capital for real estate. So when it comes to seasoned investors and they've already tapped out of their hard capital and they need to partner with other investors, how do you actually raise capital? How do I convince you to write me a check? How do we go in on this apartment building?
I love that.
Together?
What do you sell it for?
What do I sell it for? The coaching program? Yeah. $12K.
$12,000. So he's selling a $12,000 coaching program. What kind of commission you make on the $12K?
For me as a setter, I make 4% on that.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have a base pay too. So as a setter, I'm getting all the leads. I have a pulse on everybody that comes through the door who's interested in ads. So yeah, even though I'm just setting appointments for the closer. It's a real sick job, and I work real close with the business owner.
Nice.
And we're building this thing to $1 million a month.
What are you guys at now?
We're at 100K a month right now.
100K a month?
Yeah.
Very solid. What will you pull home as far as commissions, cold hard commission checks this month?
This month, 5 to 7K is going to be is what I've been earning the last few months. I'm looking to scale to 10 to 15 as a setter. So
that's gangster. How long ago did you start?
August.
Wow. So and it's January. Yeah. So guys, this is a matter of months. And how quickly did you get ramped up to like 5 to 7K? Did it take you a couple months? Was it immediate?
No, it was tough. I got hired with a few setters too, and there was a few closers on the team, but now I'm the only setter and there's only one closer because it just wasn't a fit. A lot of people don't see the vision of the business owner, and not to their fault, but once you're in alignment with a business owner, dude, the sky's the limit.
Genius. I love it. Anything else you'd share with your younger self about getting started in setting in this industry?
I'd start sooner.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What were you afraid of the most before you started, and what would you tell someone that was in that similar situation?
Probably what I thought other people would think. Dude, I'm not exactly 19 years old, so I've had my career in accounting.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
31, guys. If he's 31 and can do it, if you're 18, you can definitely do it.
Yeah. And so I've had my career in accounting. I walked across the stage, had a prestigious career. Parents were proud of me. But one thing that really stuck to me is when I was in the accounting department and I was working for the controller, and she was balling. Like, she made money, that was more than a lot of professional NBA players. But she was always like, man, could make more money in sales. And that always stuck to me. That planted a seed. And I was like, but I never really saw myself as a door-to-door sales. Like when I thought of sales, it was like,
Yeah.
But then I got into remote closing, RCA. And dude, like, look at this. Like 7 months ago, I wouldn't have imagined in an Airbnb with a pool, with a bunch of savages, making anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30K a month.
Some guys are making
dude.
40 G's in here a month.
Yes.
Commission checks. So we are literally in a closer corner. This is where Zach made a $1,000 commission check not even a couple hours ago. He's about to do it again. Now, a couple things that I want to really just point out, and I want Zach to point out to you guys, is the mentality going into a call. It's really important to be in a peak state. Zach, talk about the importance of being in a peak state and prepared for the call. What's your process to prepare for these calls?
Yeah, so like no matter I didn't close a deal or if I closed a deal, whether it's a win or a loss, I still go into every call extremely fresh. And I'm showing up, I'm looking at their application before the call, I'm getting over their job, what they do. We have an application process. As soon as I acclimate myself to who I think this guy might be, I dive all in. I give all my attention, 100% of it, to this guy I'm talking to.
I love it. About how long does that take before the call preparation?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. So 2 minutes, looks it over, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
What do you have over here? This is interesting.
I used to take old-fashioned pen and paper notes. Well, I didn't want to keep carrying notebooks around the world. So what I did was I bought myself a nice iPad, got an Apple Pencil. Here's how I take my notes. I have my whole note template already set up, ready to go. So as I go through my call flow, I'm taking epic notes on the guy, and as soon as I'm about to pitch, I give him a 30-second overview of who they are and why they're here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fire. So show me what you got on the notepad. So for the guys watching at home that are maybe about to take a sales call,
Yeah.
what should they be watching for on a call?
Yeah, so I would typically write things in their application that stuck out right here at the top. I get a background of who they are, any past solutions they've tried, of like what happened, why it didn't work, really what their hell is, like why it's not working, where they're at right now, where they really want to go, what their heaven is, and ultimately what's holding them back, what limiting beliefs, what's their current lifestyle look like, and I'll leave some extra room here at the bottom for any like deeper purpose, reasons why they want to make this change.
That's fire. Guys, if you're already in sales, you're watching this, I hope that you take what Zach said here because I know that it's going to pay for itself in gold. Okay, so he's about to jump on the call. We're going to let you guys listen to the intro and the frame. I think a lot of new sales reps mess this up. They come into the call very timid. They're afraid to set the strong frame. They don't really do that up front. So then it just becomes a sort of a friend conversation, almost like a therapy session instead of an actual conversation to make a change, make a decision. We're about to jump in. Any other closing remarks?
Go help people commit.
Let's go.
Hello?
Hey, Claude. It's Zach from Supra.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's up, man? It's Zach from Supra.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm ready for you on the Zoom call. Did you get the link? There we go. I should be able to hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now. Tell me it stuck out to you most about John Matson. What did you see that made you click that ad and fill out an application?
I don't know, just the, try something different. What I'm doing is not working. Also his athletic background kind of was appealing because 8 years ago when I turned 50, I was in the best shape of my life, and I actually worked with a ex football player, and I loved the workouts. I loved the variety and the type of workouts we did. So that was appealing.
Yeah, what do you currently, you said right now what you're doing isn't working. What are you doing right now?
Kind of like I'm bouncing back and forth. Like the wife and I are doing Orange Theory, and I'm a big Orange Theory fan.
Is she?
I signed up for
Is she an Orange Theory fan?
what was that?
Is she an Orange?
Yeah, she liked it, but we haven't gone in like a month.
Okay.
I tried. I signed up for a thing with CrossFit. Didn't really like that either, which I just did a month of that.
Okay, so you've tried Orange Theory, CrossFit. What else have you tried?
That's really it. I mean, and then just regular workouts. Like I said, 8 years ago when I was working, I was in the best shape of my life, and since then it's all been downhill. So I want to get back there.
You said 8 years ago? So it's been almost a decade that you kind of lost yourself and have not been in the best shape of your life.
Yeah, correct.
Damn. Help me understand. What is it that John Matson specifically said to you that kind of like slashed through 8 years of inaction and really just made you book this call? What is it that he said?
It really wasn't any. Well, it was. basically it was like, you know, hold yourself accountable, which I haven't really done, and that's really what the issue is.
Yeah. You got a pen and paper?
I do.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Just take that out for me real quick. Just at the top of that paper, just write down suprahuman core values. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 core values, right? I'm not going to go into every single one of them right now, this very second. But the third one, I want to share the third one with you, is take extreme ownership. When you hear that core value that's like ingrained into who we are as a company, in what ways in your life right now have you just taken extreme ownership that you're just looking to make that change? What are some ways that you take ownership for your current situation?
I mean, I guess I don't really know how to answer that. It's like, I mean, I am where I'm at because of me. It's you know, nobody else to blame but myself. So now I'm just trying to get myself motivated and, you know, not make excuses and just get started.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so like that makes sense. What do you feel like is the strongest motivation for you?
Well, I'm getting older and I'm currently not on any medication, and I don't want to get on a medication because I'm at I have health problems.
Yeah. What kind of medications are you afraid of getting on?
I mean, just like, you know, high blood pressure, things like that, cholesterol, things like that.
Yeah. Well, you're already one step.
The more normal only.
You're already one step ahead of the game then, because a lot of guys come to me and they're already on high blood pressure meds, they're already on hypertension meds, on cholesterol meds, right? So you're already one step ahead of those guys, and it looks like you're trying to take a proactive and preemptive approach and not just miserably fail, get on meds, and try to get off.
Yeah. Yep.
That tells me a lot about your character. What's that say? Read that out loud.
Give yourself permission to win.
Yeah, dude. And what other areas of your life have you won it big?
Winning? My job. I have a great job.
What do you do?
I'm a program manager.
Okay. How long did it take to get to that spot?
Promoted like 4 times in 3 years.
So you have persistence, dude. You have the ability to commit and that tenacity to win. If we just took a sliver of that energy and we plugged it right into your body, that's what we're really good at. And when you saw the ad and you booked in and you went through those resources that I sent you, what is it that stuck out to you the most about hearing these guys' stories?
You know, just that they were able to stick with it, and you know, it's just the pictures. It's like the before and afters, and you know, that's kind of the change I need to make.
You could make it, right? You said need to make. Some people say want.
No, I don't need to, but I want to. Yeah.
Because there's power in choice, right? There's power in choosing to decide to change, and not just like, oh, I'm forced into this decision. Like, no one pulled your strings and said, hey, book this call. You booked this call. Nobody else booked this call. You did. And like, you didn't have time for me today. You didn't have time for our company. You didn't have time for this call before you made time.
So guys, the second closer, say your name.
Jeffrey Camacho.
Okay, go ahead and say what you sell.
So I sell a language coaching offer, how to speak a language in 28 days or become fluent in 365 without doing theory, grammar, or all that boring shit.
What do you sell it for?
$4,000 to $12,000, up to 30.
What will you pull home this month in commissions?
A little over 10 G's.
10 G's? What's your best month so far?
So last month was like 12.
12,000?
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. What do you wish the younger version of you who had never gotten into sales knew, knowing what you know now?
You certainly have to become the person that you want to be before you start making the money that you want to make. You have to become that person, really. And when you get into sales, you quickly figure out who you truly are, and you have to be incredibly rational and truthful with yourself of who you currently are and what the things that you need to do in order to become the person who you want to be.
My name is Hunter. I'm 21 years old. I sell a e-com coaching offer, helping individuals get into e-commerce and then established business owners grow and scale their own businesses. Price point is $7,000 and on the high end 15. My best month in sales so far is $7,000. This month I'm on pace to bring in about 10.
What's the piece of advice you'd give your younger self about getting into sales, knowing what you know now?
I would just say just fucking do it, right? At the end of the day, if you're going back and forth in your mind on if you want to do it, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
And if you make a wrong decision, what's the worst that's going to happen? Worst case scenario, you're in a better spot than you were before.
Yeah.
And now you know a skill set that you can leverage to any other business in the world.
Yeah. All right, congratulations. If you made it to the end of the video, you're a 1%er. So do me a favor, do a couple things for me. Number one, share this with someone that you feel like will get tremendous value from this video. And then number two, we've got content that'll help you level up and bridge the gap in multiple areas of life. Your belief systems, your mindset, your body, your business, your brotherhood, your babe. So all you got to do is hit the link right here to watch my most recent video on how to bridge the gap with your belief system, with your body, with your business, with your brotherhood, and help you find a babe. See you guys in the next video.